الله أكبر الله أكبر أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن محمدًا رسول الله أشهد أن محمدًا رسول الله حي على الصلاة حي على الصلاة حي على الفلاح حي على الفلاح الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله
إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا من يهد الله فهو المهتد ومن يضلل فلن تجد له وليا مرشدا وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له له الملك وله الحمد يحيي ويميت وهو على كل شيء قدير وإليه المصير شهادة عبدا لا يملك لنفسه ضرا ولا نفعا ولا موتا وحياة ولا نشورا يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله ولتنظر نفس ما قدمت لغد واتقوا الله إن الله خبير بما تعملون وأشهد أن سيدنا محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم عبده ورسوله وصفيه وخليله الذي بلغ الرسالة وأدى الأمانة ونصح الأمة وكشف الغمة وجاهد في الله حق جهاده حتى أتاه اليقين ورضي الله سبحانه وتعالى عن خلفاء حضرة النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم ساداتنا أبي بكر الصديق السابق بما وقر في الإيمان في صدره، وعمر الفاروق معز الإسلام بحزمه وقهره، وعثمان الصابر على أمره في مره وعلى علي ابن عمه وصهره. وارض اللهم عن الحسن والحسين والحمزة والعباس وبضعة الرسول فاطمة الزهراء البتول، وعن أزواج النبي الطاهرات من الأجناس وبناته العفيفات من الأدناس، وعن الستة البرر الذين هم تمام العشرة المبشرة، وعن بقية الآل والقرابة والصحابة والتابعين ومن تبعهم بإحسان إلى يوم الدين، رضوان الله علينا وعليهم أجمعين. أما بعد. Dear brothers and sisters, if we ask a question, what is the dearest things you have? What is the most expensive things you have? Each of us might have different answer. My job, my property, my wife, my children, and so on and so forth. The real answer for that is al-waqt, the time. The time is the most important things we have, the most expensive things we have. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala associate many aspects of our religion related to time. And He swear by the time in so many different locations, because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows the secret of these aspects. For example, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, وَالْعَصْرِ إِنَّ الْإِنسَانَ لَفِي خُسْرٍ. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, وَالضُّحَى وَاللَّيْلِ إِذَا سَجَى. By the glorious morning light and by the night when it's still. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He says, وَالْفَجْرِ وَلَيَالٍ عَشْرٍ. By the break of the day, by the night twice. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He say, وَاللَّيْلِ إِذَا يَخْشَى وَالنَّهَارِ إِذَا تَجَلَّى. By the night as it conceals the light, by the day as it appear in glory. These are evidence how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala associated the importance of time to every aspect of our life. When we're talking about the different worship of Islam, as-salat al-khamsa, inna as-salata kanat ala al-mu'minina kitaban manquta, the importance of praying in time. When we're talking about siyam, there is a specific time for us. We start the fasting when we see the hilal, and we end the fasting of the month, and where we start every day, and so on and so forth. Al-Hajj is specific time. And that's what tell us is we need to pay special attention to the time and how we use this time to do our everyday activity in ibadah and work and so on and so forth. The question, are we doing well? The time is a witness for us or against us. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He said in Surah Fatir, أَوَلَمْ نُعَمَّرْكُمْ مَا يَتَذَكَّرْ فِيهِ مَنْ تَذَكَّرْ وَجَاءَكُمُ النَّذِيرُ فَذُوقُوا فَمَا لِلظَّالِمِينَ مِنْ نَصِيرٍ. Did we not give you long enough life so that you should receive admonition? And moreover, the warner came to you. So test the fruit of your deed. For the wrongdoer, there is no helper. And that's why we need to pay attention on how we use the time for the best things we can do. When I mention the good deed, I'm not only saying praying, fasting, and so on and so forth, because these are the pillar of Islam. What we're talking about, how we help each other, how we seek the knowledge, useful knowledge. You all, those who are studying here and doing research and development, this is a great activity you are doing part of your life. Do it in the best way. Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he said, the mercy of Allah on the person who did the work and perfected. So seek perfection in everything you do, inshallah. Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he said, in the judgment day, each person will be asked about 4 things. 2 of them is about your life, how you spend it, and specifically your youth, the time of your youth, how you spend it. One of the du'at, he saw an old man enter a mosque, and then in the meantime he saw some youngster entering the mosque and he started crying. So they told him, why you are crying? He said, because I did not know the way to the mosque until very late of my age. and I remembered how much I wasted of my life not being a good Muslim. Al-Hasan al-Basri, radiyallahu anhu ardah, he used to say beautiful things, that every single day when the sun rises is like the sun telling us, I am a new day in your life. Get the best of this time because you're not going to see me until the judgment day. Ibn al-Qayyim, rahimahullah, he used to say, every aspect when you breathe, when you sweat in a certain effort, if it's not for the sake of Allah, this will be a regret for you in the judgment day. When people have nothing to do, or they do not, maybe I should correct what I'm saying is when the people do not use their time in a good way, they will end doing bad deeds. We all know the story of Imrat al-Aziz, the wife al-Aziz of Egypt, and Yusuf alayhi salam. She has nothing to do. So she saw Yusuf, young, handsome, as Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, he said, the half of the beauty in the face of Yusuf alayhi salam. So she started to plan, to plot in order to seduce him. And of course what he said, ma'adallah. Then when she heard the ladies in the city talking about her in a bad way, she started to plan. And look at what she did. فلما سمعت بمكرهن أرسلت إليهن واعتدت لهن متكئا وآتت كل واحد منهن سكينا. Somebody has got nothing to do, only wicked actions. When she heard of their malicious talk, the wife of Al-Aziz, here the lady is talking about her, then she sent to them, she called them and prepared banquet for them. I mean, look at it. If he not come and said no, she prepared a comfortable scenario where the lady will come and she gave a knife to them. Look the wickedness, how she's thinking. She's using the time, but in something what? Bad. And when she said, come out before them, when they saw him, they got astonished with his beauty. They said, he cannot be a human being. And of course, because of that, they forgot, they start to cut their hand. And that's why we learn about the importance of the time for us to be productive. Otherwise, we won't be able to gain the victory in all aspects of our life. One of the scholars called Al-Muhasibi, he said, if I can, I will buy the time from people. So you tell him, which type of people are you talking about it? He said, those are empty people. They use their time. I will buy it from them. May I ask the brothers if you come please forward? There's a lot of space. So the one who come late, inshallah, make the effort next time to come in time and be seated. Jazakumullah khair. Plenty of space, I could see it here, mashallah. And the good news, as you know, soon we'll move to the new mosque and will be a much bigger space, inshallah. One of the person went to another scholar, told him, do you mind if you stop just to have a chat, dardasha? He said, can you tell the sun to stop? In order we have a dardasha, that's mean tell him, I do not have time to waste it in these useless things. And when we're talking about how the different Muslims use the time in the way that they became a leader. Usama bin Zayd al-Sahabi, he was a leader of army when he was 16 years old, and the soldier army, they were a great companion such Abu Bakr as-Siddiq and Umar. Muhammad al-Fatih, he was 23 years old and he conquered Constantinople. Sa'ad bin Mu'adh, اهتز عرش الرحمن لموت سعد. The throne of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala was shaking because of the death of Sa'ad. He became Muslim when he was 30 years old and he passed away when he was 37 or 36. You talk about 6, 7 years. What sort of good deed he did that the throne of Ar-Rahman shaking? The scholar, they say it's shaking because the Hamalat al-Arsh, the angel carrying the throne, they were excited that Sa'd will be with them. Just imagine the amount of good deed this great companion did, that 70,000 angels came to pray for him. Where we are from those glorious people, we should get the best of their history to learn, and we try to apply the little of what we can do in our life. أقول قولي هذا واستغفر الله لي لكم ادعوا الله وأنتم موقنون بالإجابة. الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على محمد رسول الله. إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما. اللهم صل وسلم وبارك على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam said, start the meaning of what Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam said. Start with the good deed. Do your best to do good deed. Remember, whenever we mention the good deed, please do not switch off only by praying and fasting and so on. All of us are perfect, and all of us you need to do it. But we're talking about the good deed in everything. In specific things you are doing. If you are a student, then your good deed, be a good student. Be first in your class. If you are a researcher, do good, get result, publish. Because remember, when a person pass away, will leave this life, and leave one of them a useful knowledge. So whatever you're doing in your research, your thesis, your publication would be useful knowledge. Be proud of it. So whenever I mention in this khutbah or any other khutbah the good deed, think of everything you do. The way you cook, Jazakallah khair Abu Muhammad, the delicious food you do. If you are doing service, taxi, pilot, everything, perfecting your work, that is good deed itself. So Badrul A'mal, do the good things, because what you are going to wait. Look at what Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he said, you try to do the good deed, but you're expecting other things. For example, a severe illness will put you off, or death will take you from this dunya. إِنَّكَ مَيِّتٌ وَأَنَّ مَيِّتُونَ. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, you're going to die, and they're going to die. Or you will be very old. Then when you're very old, you're tired, you won't be able, you're physically, you won't be able to do anything else. Or the Antichrist will come. That is one of the big signs of hereafter, which is all the bad things you can imagine. Imagine one day when the Antichrist will be in this world, the people feel as it's 1 year. And the second day, they feel is like 1 month, and so on and so forth. Or the judgment day will happen. When the judgment day will happen, that's it. There is nothing you can do. Oh, brothers and sisters, it's very short khutbah. We try to mention the importance of the time, and inshallah, the message being passed. Inni da'i fa'aminu. اللهم نسألك أن تغفر لنا وترحمنا يا رب العالمين. اللهم حبب إلينا الإيمان وزينه في قلوبنا وكره إلينا الكفر والفسوق والعصيان يا رب العالمين. اللهم لا تجعل مصيبتنا في ديننا ولا تجعل الدنيا أكبر همنا ومبلغ علمنا ولا إلى النار مصيرنا يا رب العالمين. اللهم إنك عفو تحب العفو فاعف عنا. اللهم إنك عفو كريم تحب العفو فاعف عنا. اللهم يسر لكل معسر، اشفي كل مريض، فك كل أسير ومعتقل ومحجوز، ارحم كل ميت وشهيد، انصر كل مجاهد يا رب العالمين، وفق كل تاجر وموظف وطالب يا رب العالمين. اللهم نسألك عيشة السعداء وموتة الشهداء ومصاحبة الأنبياء. وسبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين. وأقم الصلاة.